Call the meeting to order, please. Pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty, thank you. Do that. Roll call, please.
President Dom,
Here.
Vice President Everard, absent. Treasurer Zimmerman,
Present.
Secretary Wazorek, absent. Trustee Leahy,
Yes.
Trustee Zurich,
Yes.
Trustee Zeller.
Yes.
Okay. We'll start out with conservation ethic. Bonnie?
To foster a conservation ethic among McHenry County citizens, helping all of us regardless of the basis for our interest in nature. To develop a greater awareness of our role in and responsibility for the total community of life. A conservation ethic asks us to assume a moral duty to become educated about conservation issues and then act on that information. A conservation ethic is an attitude that recognizes the importance of preserving the natural heritage of the county's open space. To preserve native plants and animals, or the goal number one, is to preserve native plants and animals, geological features, and natural ecosystems that are threatened or endangered in McHenry County, and to reclaim such ecosystems that have been degraded for the benefit of present and future generations and for their own sake.
Great, thank you, Bonnie. Nora, will you help us with the conservation stewardship pledge?
Yes. We pledge to make a difference by standing up for our water, wildlife, and way of life in McHenry County. Our quality of life in McHenry County depends on healthy and sustainable natural resources, thoughtfully developed cities and towns, a strong economy, and beautiful outdoor places to explore, discover, and recreate. Number 8, we will build strong, resilient woodlands, prairies, and wetlands while striving to foster a deep sense of.
Thank you. Last but not least, 6.0 land acknowledgement statement. Michael.
To many indigenous groups in tribal nations, including the Ho-Chunk, Kickapoo, Lakota, Dakota, Muscooten, Miami, Peoria, Potawatomi, Sauk, Meskwaki, McHenry County is part of their traditional homeland. We invite you to join us in offering respect to the indigenous peoples living here today and their ancestors' stewardship of the land. Together, we celebrate these special places, seeking to learn and honor the history of those who came before us and strive to forge meaningful relationships with indigenous communities to deepen our collective connection to the land.
Great, thank you. Okay, now entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Second. Okay.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded.
I'm sorry, Trustee Leahy,
Yes.
Trustee Zurich,
Yes.
Treasurer Zimmerman,
Yes.
Trustee Zeller,
Yes.
and President Dom.
Yes. All right, thank you. Okay, we're moving on to special recognitions and presentations.
Is this where you wanted to do the?
Oh, no, you're right.
We,
Let's entertain a motion to elect a secretary pro tem.
So moved.
Do we want to nominate somebody first?
yes.
Okay, so let's not.
Sorry.
That's all right. No, you're good. Want to
So
nominate? Go ahead and nominate.
I will nominate
Trustee Zeller.
Nora or Trustee Zeller. For pro tem.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded.
Hey. Treasurer Zimmerman,
Yes.
Trustee Zurich,
Yes.
Trustee Zeller,
Yes.
Trustee Leahy,
Yes.
and President Dom.
Yes. Okay, so you're
Now I get to read this.
honorary. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
No, we don't need to read it
Oh.
yet.
Oh, okay.
That'll come
Okay.
at 13. We're at
Okay.
8.
Oh, that's all right.
We're gonna go back to presentations. I think we're going to introduce some people.
Yes, we have a new team member tonight, I think renewed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how does that work?
I'll turn it over to Caitlin, she can introduce Maddie.
Sure. So this is Maddie Neubauer. She's no stranger to the district. She grew up in Woodstock, right next to Dewfield Pond. And she was the former marketing coordinator here at the district. She brings with her an educational background in communications, marketing, and environmental studies, which makes her the perfect candidate for this role. And she has a strong passion for conservation and the district. So after she left here, she moved over to Woodstock, to the city of Woodstock, where she gained valuable experience there, bringing innovative ideas to life. And she's returned here to the district to help shape the future of our marketing team. So we're excited to have her back.
Excellent, good.
Welcome.
Glad to have you back. Great, thank you. All right, John, you wanna?
Sure, the Conservation District received several awards at the IEPD IPRA conference in Chicago last month. A couple of second place, the website was one of them, and an article that was in the Illinois Park and Rec magazine also got a second place in their showcase awards. So that we were very pleased with that. So
Great.
you want me to keep going down the list
I
there?
was just gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah. if you don't-
Officer Vargas, he's one of our newer officers. Has been appointed training coordinator with the Illinois Park Law Enforcement Association. He jumped in that one pretty quickly, shortly after he started with us, and it's a great networking opportunity and whatnot, and he is now their training coordinator. Moving on to a couple of other individuals, Arturo Diaz and Ryan Bukowski, an officer, and then Arturo is our administrative coordinator in our police department, are both certified CPR AED trainers, helping out the other team members. We have about 4 of them that are trained to do this kind of stuff. This adds takes a little burden off everybody else, so they're certified now. And then lastly is the Chicago Wilderness Alliance and Trickster Cultural Center. Brenda Ness has been put into a leadership role in their program committee. I think really what this is just kind of a testament to is the district has a pretty good group of staff, and they're constantly being either put into leadership roles or achievements or getting awards, things like that. It's just kind of all showcased in that those 4 different items, so 4 or 5 different
Nice.
items.
Yeah, congratulations to everybody.
Yeah, good.
Great job. All right, as long as we're moving along like this, we'll go on to trustees report. Anybody have anything to report?
I did attend the IAPD IPRA last month with Elizabeth and Gabe and Caitlin and Amelia and over 4,000 people.
Oh, wow.
It was huge. It is very informative. I truly wish every trustee will go, because not only are you exposed to the different districts, whether it's a park district or a forest preserve or even a conservation district. We seem to be kind of smaller, but it's just amazing in all the different topics that they covered. I learned so much about the levy and PTELs and then the different laws that pertain, the sunshine laws. I met so many counterparts from, different districts, more so on the park district side, they're considered commissioners. But yeah, it was so informative, and their presentation, Gabe's and Caitlin's and Liz and Amelia's, was out of this world. It was called Tech Trek, and they were talking about all the technology that they've implemented here at the district to create better work streams and efficiencies.
We need that to see that.
Oh my gosh, I was so impressed with you guys.
Yeah,
Everyone did an amazing job, and it was just a really excellent program. Oh, and also we had a wonderful lunch, and sat next to Representative Ness, and she remembers talking to Lloyd quite a bit. So we had a great conversation.
Excellent, good. And where was that at?
This was downtown at the Chicago Hyatt
Oh,
up
okay,
on the river.
nice. Excellent, thank you. Thank you. Report?
Just thanks to the staff and the district for that wonderful evening on Saturday night, for the employee appreciation dinner. So had a good time. I want to say thanks to everybody else.
Yeah, committee that headed it up, that was good. All right. Paul, you have anything to report from the county or anything?
I don't have nothing at this time.
Okay,
Well, next month I will.
yeah. We'll take John's name off that next one too.
No, sorry.
That's all right. All right, president's report.
I made a note.
What's that?
I made a note.
Okay, there you go. No problem. Norm and I and John Peters went and toured the Pleasant Valley facility, mainly the area where the pipelines are going through. And it's the ANR Heartland Project is what they're calling it. And so we reviewed where the pipelines are gonna go and what type of problems we might have encounter with some of the stuff. So gave us an idea of what we can use to negotiate with it too. So hopefully we all can work together and it's something that'll be beneficial to the district. So it was good. Also saw the buffalo, so that was an added thing. Also, I was contacted by Ken Luck. He's vice president of Wisconsin Southern Railroad, I think, and wants to renew the conversation of safety up on the Hebron Trail with the right of way to Lang Road. So we'll have to coordinate right people involved.
Yeah, I think the last how I think the thing that was requested is that we put together some kind of a timeline. I made a joke in the back room that we've been working on this for 20 years. That's actually, it's like 25 years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, been that long, yes. And so we'll construct, I'm not gonna spend an enormous amount of time with all of the details, but we'll come up with something to give you guys an idea of how long it has been. We have applied for grants for a crossing there. We have done several analysis trying to figure out, what is the best way. As I had spoken with Mike Von Bergen, he was the one that put the connection together with President Dom and Ken Luck. And I said, Mike, if it had been easy, we'd have gotten it done a long time ago.
Right.
It's not easy. And he knows that. He understands that now because after talking with Ken, he's like, this is not an easy thing.
No,
So,
it's not inexpensive either.
Correct. It's going to be expensive. There'll have to be grant support, or we'll have to have grants.
We are lucky though, there's at least 4 groups that want to be involved in it. So we have the snowmobile clubs that want to be involved. Township up there, Hebron Township.
Yep.
We have the railroad wants to be involved.
Yeah, and I think everybody's coming to the understanding that there isn't an easy button there, and that's sometimes that has to happen, and everybody then gets in line and goes. But so we'll be putting together again. It's not going to be an exhaustive timeline, but it'll be. This is some of the things that we have done over the years to try to accomplish this, and here's where we think it might go.
Well, I think Ken indicated to me on the email that he really wanted just to call, maybe to start with, just to open up dialogue.
Okay.
So maybe,
Yeah, certainly we'll make a phone call.
it'd be simpler than doing a lot of work and then maybe we
Sure.
don't need it, so, yeah. Great. All right, public comments number 1. Anybody out there?
Nobody has a raised hand online.
All right, thanks. Okay, from there, we'll go to the consent agenda. And we'll have Pro Tem Secretary Zeller.
Okay.
Get tired, stop.
No, it's okay.
All
Here we go. Board business consent agenda 13.0. 13.1, approval of minutes of previous meetings. 13.1A, January 16, 2025, committee of the whole. Oh, got it.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I just thought of that. I apologize.
Read that one. 13.1B, January 21st, 2025, regular meeting. 13.2A, treasurer's report, acceptance of treasurer's report for January 31, 2025 is presented. 13.3, resolution number 25-06, authorizing the destruction of listed verbatim recordings of executive session meetings before January 2023 in compliance with Illinois Open Meetings Act. 13.4, resolution number 25-07, authorizing the release of the listed executive session meeting minutes to the public domain in compliance with the Illinois Open Meetings Act. 13.5, resolution number 25-08, authorizing the executive director to execute the 3 month-to-month resident license agreements as presented for the term of April 1, 2024 through March 31, 2025. 13.6, resolution number 25-09, authorizing a bid for a 1-year Landscapes magazine printing contract with the option to renew for 1 additional year to the lowest qualified bidder, Egg Press of Elgin, Illinois, for the printing and mailing of the district's Landscapes magazine at the proposed unit cost of $5,383 for 16-page issue with 16,500 copies, $6,812 per 20-page issue, 16,500 copies, $326.25 additional 1,000 copies, and $1,429 additional 4 pages, 16,500 copies. 13.7, resolution 25-10, authorizing travel expenditures for the 2025 NAI Heartland Regional Conference for Community Education Coordinator Christine Kustra from April 22nd to the 26th, 2025 in Missoula, Montana, for a total cost not to exceed $4,000. 13.8, resolution number 25-11, ratifying the district's subcontract application to the USDA Forest Service private and tribal forestry fiscal year 2025 Community Wildlife Defense Grant, Northeast Midwest Region, partnering with the Chicago Wilderness Alliance regional application submitted by the Morton Arboretum. 13.9, resolution number 25-12, authorizing the executive director to execute a conservation grazing lease beginning March 1st, 2025 with Jessica Rodart of Harvard, Illinois for 2.5 plus or minus acres at Wilpican Prairie Conservation Area. 13.10, ordinance number 25-1057, permanently transferring $1,110,000 of the general fund to the camp fund. 13.1, resolution number 2513, approving and authorizing the grant of multi-use path easements to the city of Marengo pursuant to the Local Government Property Transfer Act, subject to the terms and conditions of the multi-use path easement agreement attached thereto. 13.12, resolution number 2514, advancing the fiscal year 2026 project list forwarded to the McHenry County Conservation Foundation for funding consideration. 13.13, resolution number 25-15, a resolution authorizing the executive director to execute an agreement with Enhanced Networks, Inc. of Mundelein, Illinois, to provide IT support services for fiscal year 2026.
Great. Thank you. Okay, so we need to, a second, yeah, that was a motion, we need a second, for that,
Second.
Mike?
Treasurer Zimmerman,
Yes.
trustee Zeller,
Yes.
trustee Leahy,
Yes.
trustee Zurich,
Yes.
president Dom.
Yes. Motion carries. All right. Well, go to treasurer's email.
Yeah, item 14.18, treasurer's internal audit. I did this morning for
Great.
the 4 items. 2 are combined, but first item is invoice 65-5832 for 131. for a two-door commercial upright freezer, amount of $25.49. Second item is invoice 22-0454-19387 for services of Prairie Trail Stearns Woods for $16,030.32. The next two items are just smaller items, just receivable items at Menards. Item 27,728 for some small items in the amount of $38.19. 27,793 117 spray paint for $6.98. Next item is 28,045 butane micro torch 14,802. Last item is 28,114 120 January 23rd. Cable ties $11.86. Yep, 14.1B. I make a consideration to approve the bills payable as directed on the submission of bills pending trip report for the month ending January 31st, 2025. So I have a second.
Second.
Trustee Zurich,
Yes.
treasurer Zimmerman,
Yes.
trustee Zeller,
Yes.
trustee Leahy,
Yes.
president Dom.
Yes. Motion carries.
14.2, make a motion to adopt the FY 2026 final combined annual budget and appropriation ordinance 25-1055, and the ordinance adopting the final combined annual budget and appropriation ordinance for the fiscal year beginning April 1st, 2025 and ending March 31st, 2026. Second.
Motion on the floor.
Second.
Trustee Zurich,
Yes.
treasurer Zimmerman,
Yes.
trustee Zeller,
Yes.
trustee Leahy,
Yes.
president Dom.
Yes. Motion carries. So the budget passed.
14.3, I make a motion to pass the FY 2026 property tax abatement ordinance 25-1056, an ordinance abating $3,628,139, the 2024 debt service levy, and permanently transferring the same amount from the general fund to the debt service fund to provide for the contractual payments due on the district's general obligation bonds. Do I have a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded.
Trustee Zeller,
Yes.
trustee Leahy,
Yes.
trustee Zurich,
Yes.
treasurer Zimmerman,
Yes.
president Dom.
Yes, motion carries. Questions on that? Yeah. Andy, we missed you dancing at the employee party.
Yeah, I was doing all over the weekend, so.
Okay. Next time we'll expect you though.
Make it a point. I was planning on attending.
I know, your whole department was
Yeah,
out.
Jean, the county manager, Jean, was trying to sick, so
That's what I heard. It's crazy.
she's still. She's
Wow.
still nice. She should be.
Yeah, wow. Sorry you missed it.
What's Val's excuse? Why would you?
What?
The party did.
I was paying attention.
He's too poor to pay attention.
Oh, I had other, I'm sorry. Did you miss me? You must have.
Yes.
No, I would have gone. I thought it was, I heard it was a great event. I did.
Okay, moving along, 15-0, executive director's report. She's.
I don't know if she's going to verbalize or not on this. This is the quarterly reports that would have been at the end of December. We typically don't bring them forward in January because it's a quick rush to get everything put together. So we usually hold off and bring those together in It's everything from the strategic plan updates to our quarterly reports to the dashboard numbers that we have. We put them all into one area there. So it's a showcase of what the district's been doing in the last 3 months on those particular items.
Elizabeth does have her hand raised at the moment.
Very good.
Elizabeth?
Wonderful, thank you. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sound good.
Can you hear me? Okay, terrific. I just want to make sure that I can have. First of all, thank you, John, for taking care of things so that I can be down in Indiana here at the Great Lakes Park Training Institute. We have several team members that are here from our operations team, our park rangers, which is a program for their professional development. And then Cindy Rendell from our land preservation and natural resources team is here as well. And she is in our women's leadership program, which is new this year. So I'm busy teaching with that. So again, going very well. The team did, I will report, they were on the toboggan slide last evening and everybody survived that. I did not go, but for those that may be familiar at Glipti, they do have that. We have, with the budget being approved this evening, we will be at the county next Tuesday for planning, environment, and development at 8:30 in the morning. So any board members that can join us, we would welcome you. And then it will follow on to the regular pathway to the committee of the whole and then the regular meeting. So any questions on that? And then we are, I know with trustee board member Thomas, we have an orientation scheduled for Monday online and the Zoom. And again, I just want to thank all the trustees for attending, as well as the staff and our employee engagement committee for the wonderful event on Saturday night. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Public comments number 2. Anybody have the raise?
No, nobody's got any hands raised. I'm like,
Anything else anybody wants to bring up on the board?
I just want to acknowledge Bonnie's dance moves on the dance floor.
Oh my gosh. See what you missed.
That's like a 16-year-old, yeah.
You made me feel very inexperienced.
There you go.
I enjoy dancing.
Yes, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was really good.
Oh, thank you.
All righty. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, we have
Second.
a move and seconded.
Hey.
Call please.
Treasurer Zimmerman,
Yes.
trustee Zeller.
Yes.
Trustee Leahy,
Yes.
trustee Zurich,
Yes.
president Dom.
Yes.
Hey.
Okay, meeting adjourned.